Hey, what's going on, guys? Emerson out here. Welcome back to another theory video. And today we're going to be talking about these stickers. And these stickers have been a thing that people have talked about since like chapter 1. Because, I mean, at first we did just think it was like a Jevil reference, but I'll get into that in a second. So basically, I want to talk about these because I kind of have an idea and think maybe we should keep paying attention to them. So yeah, let's get right into it. So the first one's Jevil, and back in chapter 1, like I said, we saw these and we're like, okay, well, these stickers are just like a Jevil reference, you know? Just like I can do anything, metamorphosis, those are things he says, obviously. But then chapter 2 came around, and we saw no contact, contact me. And then we're like, okay, so there's nothing but garbage noise, and like that relates to Spamton like not getting his call. Contact me is like, okay, he's the email guy. It literally has a picture of like mail. And then there's these other two I added with like the angry face, which the angry face for Spamton wasn't even added until like after, because there's like this glitch where you could shoot infinite big shots. But I thought maybe it could be related. Like maybe Toby just looked at the sticker sheet and he's like, what could I do? Tony's trick. And then there's like the failure thing at the bottom, which I don't know if it's directly relating to like Spamton dying, but I thought it was interesting that it kind of is similar. And then probably the most important and like thing that made me think these stickers are like really important is like the pink and yellow one in the middle left, because like he's literally holding pink and yellow balloons, so like that's literally Spamton's eyes, and like just like the Mike, or not Mike, I'm still thinking pre-chapter 3 and 4. I mean, unless Mike is friend, but the friend eyes of pink and yellow. So it's like, okay, well, he's literally holding pink and yellow balloons. So there isn't a slide for chapter 3 because I don't know if the knight is supposed to count as a secret boss or what, but I do have some in the next slide that kind of could relate to like ERAM or RAM or the knight maybe. But anyways, like I said, the balloons kind of made me think that these stickers are important. This one also made me think it was important, because the first one I'm like, okay, those are just like references, and I wasn't even like thinking about the stickers when the new chapters came out. But I think I was watching Spooky Dude's video where he talks about like 20 theories that people sent to him through his email, and someone talked about this, like the Gerson one, like that's literally the pose Gerson's hitting right there when he dodges you. And then the break one, which is literally like the coffee cup or the teacup or whatever, is in the same spot in the sticker and in the game. So it's like actually kind of insane how like those are literally like, that has to be what that is, right? Like it's just like, I didn't think he'd keep it up or like it be to like this level of accuracy, but it's kind of crazy. And I love that pose that Gerson does, it's so funny. But like it's cool that it's just like from the sticker. So basically all of that was just to like say that all of these stickers are like definitely connected, or maybe not all of them, but a good amount of the stickers are connected to secret bosses probably, or maybe gasser type things. We don't really know which. Maybe things with shadow crystals, but then I guess the knight, I don't know. So my idea was like, there's this one that just says I'm a protagonist, which sounds heavily like something that would just be in Deltarune. Like, I don't know if someone would say it or what, but it's like it's like the way it's worded is very Deltarune-y in terms of like the player and control and all that. And then I have these ones in the bottom left kind of talking about like maybe I think could be goners. Like change is like a goner because it's like grayscale or no motivation maybe. And there's also the thing on the right about copies being monochrome. I just thought I would throw that in there because there is like a decent bit of stuff like with this. I mean, it's pretty much just what I have on screen, but for like copies are monochrome, but you colored each of us with care, kind of saying that maybe goners can be colored in to be like a real person or something, because we know like Clam Girl, this like bird guy, and the donut guy are all real people from Undertale and Deltarune. What, they have color but these ones don't, so I don't really know like, you know, the distinction between that or what. And then there's just like the little guy being like, yes, I know I'm quite small for secretary, but knockoffs don't have the right to complain. So I don't really know what either of that means, but I think it's definitely related to goners in some way. So I just thought I'd say that. That's kind of just why I threw it in here, because it's like copies are monochrome, and then the change sticker is like grayed out. I mean, it does have blue, but whatever. I just think it could be related to this in some way, because again, we're trying to look at all the stickers and determine like if we can figure out anything for future chapters, like a secret boss, which I'm about to get into right now if you saw the thumbnail. But first, I just want to show you guys why we think chapter 5 is the Dark World. I mean, I don't know if you've seen my other video on chapter 5 kind of explaining why we're pretty sure like chapter 5 is going to be Asgard's flower shop, but like inside it's pink and gold, he's wearing pink and gold. Gerson says chapter 5, the field of pink and gold. Like, what other field is there? The vast garden is charred in inferno of jealousy, all that. So all that to say, what's with this balloon? Toby gave us this light blue balloon in one of the newsletters. I think it was the 9th anniversary of Undertale, and this is like the only teaser we have for chapter 5 is this balloon. And I'm like, hey, where have I seen balloons before? This little clown guy, right? he has the pink and yellow balloon. And I feel like it's always been a talking point of Sans has this blue eye, right? Everyone knows he has the blue eye, but sometimes like people don't draw the yellow eye enough or whatever. It's like, why does it flash blue and yellow? And you know, maybe this is just like a crack theory or something, but I don't know if you see what I'm seeing right here, but the balloons are pink and yellow, and then there's the only thing we have for the chapter 5 is the blue balloon. So I was thinking that the blue balloon is like representing Sans's eye, how like the other ones are representing the eyes of like Friend and Spamton and stuff. That's kind of maybe my crack shot theory. And then it made me think, like, are there any stickers in this like pack that relate to Sans specifically, or like we've seen him exhibit before and like maybe could be, I don't want to say reused in a secret boss battle, but like we already have precedent for like the things he does maybe in a battle or the way he acts. And it's like, yeah, there are. So there's the one Sleepy, obviously he falls asleep at the end of the fight in Genocide. There's So What, he always like hits that pose, and I feel like So What kind of like goes, he's just like, you know. I mean, sometimes it's like a joke when he hits that pose, but it's the same kind of like idea, I feel. And then obviously on the right, Dangerous, where he loses his eyes and he's evil. So yeah, I don't know, I feel like these stickers kind of heavily relate to him. I feel like maybe the Sleepy one kind of is iffy in a couple ways to me, and it's like, I feel like the other stickers with Jevil and Spamton and Gerson are like, they're all very specific to what they're referencing in the character, so these kind of feel like maybe shots in the dark. Like the Sleepy one is like better and worse in that kind of way, because there's no table where he's sleeping here. I mean, maybe it could change in the actual game. And the So What just seems like a coincidence. Maybe the Dangerous is a coincidence, but that's why I'm like maybe a little iffy, because it's like all the other ones are so specific in the terms of what they're referencing. So maybe this is all just a coincidence, but I think it's like really interesting that we have stickers that line up with Sans of what we've seen of him, and we have the like balloon that Toby gave us from chapter 5, like teaser. It's like the only teaser we have for chapter 5. And like the reason I think Sans could be a secret boss also is because of like the chapter 4 setup he has. Obviously it's raining somewhere else, the place where it rained, and like kind of forcing him into the narrative at the end of chapter 4. Like you have to see Sans dancing with Toriel, and you have to see that Krista is like annoyed about it, trying to go to sleep. So it's like, instead of him just like being around and you like talk to Sans just like randomly when you're walking around the town, like, which technically someone could miss, chapter 4 is like making sure Sans is in the story and you see him and you know who he is. He's like, oh, it's just the guy from the convenience store, you know? And then that plus his Undertale setup, you know, like, what the heck is the anomaly? I mean, obviously we're probably the anomaly, and just like everything Sans is saying in his freaking genocide thing about timelines jumping and starting, we have no idea what any of that means. And then also like the machine in his shop, obviously. And there was this tweet, I guess I'll put it in the description probably, by the Average Crusader. They were like talking about why they think Sans could be the secret boss, and I thought like a lot of it was pretty good. But I put this tweet in particular because they're like, that is essentially the meat of why I think Rousey and Sans' pairing so good, because they're both doomed by the narrative because they know how the narrative works. Sans is aware of resets and Rousey knows what the prophecy is, so they both like know more than like characters in their universe should know. So that's why like the pairing of them fighting would be pretty good. It'd kind of be like how Susie and Gerson pairing is so well, where like Gerson teaches Susie, and then like this sense Sans would teach Rousey, which I think would be really interesting, because I kind of have an idea for how chapter 5 might go, and I might make a video on like how I think chapter 5 might go in the future, because I think it could like mirror like 4, kind of how like chapter 1 mirrored chapter 2, but I don't really want to get into it now, and I don't even know if that like makes sense, but that's why I kind of want to make a video on it, to kind of put all the evidence out and like see what I'm actually thinking, you know? So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy this video. Pretty much it. I think what I'm gonna do for this channel, if there's that many people that are interested, I think I'm just gonna make videos when I have an idea, because I was trying to like kind of ride the wave, you know, because my videos are getting a bunch of views, and I kind of realized I was running out of ideas. So I think I just need to make a video when I have an idea, and not just try and like push out a video every week or whatever. That's a better idea for me, because then I can actually like put effort into it and like think about what I want to do, instead of just being like, okay, well, let's just like force something out. And it's like fine that the Carol video didn't get that many views, because I didn't even think it was like too crazy of a video, and it wasn't really that interesting, and I just feel like that's fine, because I'm not really here to get like thousands of views. It's like, it's still crazy to me that my videos even got that many views. But yeah, I still appreciate the support, and whoever's here just like watch my videos, like it's really cool. And yeah, I think these stickers do need to be looked at more in terms of like future chapters, I think, because like, imagine we looked at them for like, oh, well, I mean, no one could have guessed that Gerson was that one on the ball, I guess, either, but it's still like really interesting that these stickers are still important here, even like years and years after, like since like chapter 1. It's like actually crazy. But yeah, I think that's about it. So if you guys enjoyed the video, leave a like, comment below, all that other stuff, and I'll see you guys next time, and subscribe too.